Moira. I'm studying in Podda International School in Class A. Today we are going to see question and answers of an English poem. The name of the poem is When Great Tree Falls. But before watching this video in detail, don't forget to subscribe my channel. So let's start. Summary of the poem. When Great Tree Falls by Angelou is a moving poem that discusses the impact lost loved ones have on the living. In the first lines, the speaker begins by using an extended metaphor to describe a natural scene. She speaks about the reaction of animals when great tree falls. They hide, hunker down and lumber after safety. The metaphor compares the death of loved ones to the monumental shifts that occurs when large and powerful trees fall in the forest. As the poem progresses, she moves on to directly speak about great souls and how the human beings react to loss. The third stanza discusses one's inability to breathe and sharpening one's memory undergoes. The poem concludes with a message of hope and renewal, suggesting that after a loved one's death, that we can be better for they existed. Question and answers. Question 1. Read the extract and answer the following question. When great trees fall in forest, small things recoil into silence. Their senses eroded beyond fear. When great souls die, the air around us becomes light, rare and sterile. Question A. What does the falling of a great tree symbolizes? The answer is, when a great soul departs, it affects the hundreds or thousands of hearts he or she has touched during the time they lived. The air around us becomes difficult to live in, people being feeling lost, miserable and unproductive. Question B. What happens when great soul die? The answer is, the falling of a great tree symbolizes the loss of a great person. Question C. How does the falling of great trees affect small things? The answer is, small things symbolizes the physically small children etc. who also feel the effects of the loss as much as their older counterparts. It could also mean that those who are unknown, without fame or politically significance, too feel the effect of the loss, just as the great minds of their day feel it. D. Find a word from the paragraph which means the same as flinch. The answer is recoil. Question 2. Read the extract and answer the questions. And when great souls die, after a period, peace blooms, slowly and always irregularly. Spaces fill with a kind of soothing electric vibrations. Our senses restored, never to be the same, whispers to us. Question A. What theme does the poet highlights in the above lines? The answer is, the poet discusses or highlights the theme of hope. Question B. How do the empty spaces get filled with? The answer is, the empty spaces get filled with a kind of soothing electric vibrations. Question C. How does the loss of a great soul affect people? The answer is, the loss of a great soul alters people's senses such that they cannot be restored again. Question D. Find a word from the paragraph which is the opposite of upheaval. The answer is peace. Question 3. What does the poet mean by their senses eroded beyond fear? The answer is, in the phrase, their senses erode by fear, the poet emphasizes that the one at loss are not even sure what they feel of their senses are eroded beyond fear. This refers to the numbness of heart and soul that often immediately follows the loss of someone great. Question 4. What feeling does the poet explores in the line, our memory suddenly sharpened, examines? gnaws, and kind words unsaid. Why? The answer is, in this line, the poet explores the feeling of anger and regret as she highlights the baggage of having unexpressed feelings in heart that person experiences. This loss has left her desperately longing for more time to express the love she felt in her heart for the person who was taken too soon. Question 5. What insight does the poet gives to the mental and emotional effect of losing someone? The answer is, the poet explains that loss can truly change a person's reality. When one's reality is bound up in the life of another, the loss of that person changes everything. She explains the way that our souls can depend on the nurture of another, and when that person dies, it leaves us feeling small, like our very soul have shrunk. This has immense strain on a person's mental and emotional well-being. Question 6. Describe the brief moments of hurtful clarity mentioned in the poem. The answer is, the speaker describes the way in which those affected by loss have a brief moment of hurtful clarity in which they are able to see and understand just what a valuable soul has been lost. These moments serve as a reminder of the loss of the person. Question 7. How does the poet strike a comparison between nature and humans? The answer is, the poet opens the poem with the metaphor of the falling of great trees. In the literal sense, it means when great trees fall, the effect is felt for miles. Imaginate objects like rocks shudder, animals big or small hunker and run for safety. Metaphorically, the poet draws a striking comparison between the falling of great trees and the loss of a person, making it very symbolic. When a great soul departs, the effects are felt deep and far, just like the need to hide away to safety. The speaker's use of nature and animals to create the image of the effects of death allows the reader to connect with the feeling throughout the visual imaginary presented. Question 8. What theme has been discussed in the line? They existed, we can be and be better, for they existed. The answer is, in these lines, the poet explores the theme that life goes lost. These lines give a new meaning and purpose to her life. She claims that because this great one existed, she can be better. It even offers great hope to all who have experienced loss. The speaker continues to identify with others who have lost loved ones, which create a sense in the readers that they are not alone. Readers can know that others have felt such grievous pain and yet have not only healed but been made better by the loss. Even if they will never be the same again, and even if there will always be a pain and sadness, there is hope for healing and joy in the midst of great loss. Okay friends, I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button, share with your friends, and if you have any suggestions for me, please write in comment box. Bye, have a good day. Thanks for watching this video.